that I did with like my 7th graders was, okay, whoop, there is your vanishing point. That's where all your lines vanish to. You all know this by now, right? Yeah? So it's like if I went whoop, whoop, and then whoop, 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 like that, and then whoop down to there, whoop down to there, I'd be like, these are my telephone poles, and this is the road, and it goes towards the vanishing point, and here's the dotted line in the middle of the road, and here's the back of the car, and here's the wheels, and here's the window, and there's the teenagers inside, and the guys all like trying to put on the stress, he's like, don't do that, and it's going towards the horizon too, and then there's some mountain over here, and there's a tree over here. So this is classic little kid, learning to draw kind of stuff, but it is the basis for learning to draw backgrounds. Now, we can get super bloody technical about this kind of stuff. I turn into a chicken when I draw. You guys remember that commercial for Skittles with the rabbit that was saying, yeah, I do that a lot. Go silent, and then twinkle like, my dog's going. So, my dog's name is Havoc, and he's going. So, now to draw a background, we can get so complicated, it's ridiculous. You get multiple points of vanishing points. Oh my god. That is the bane of my existence. I hate multiple points, and after a while, you learn how to work with it. For instance, if we were doing a skyscraper, I would have a vanishing point here, a vanishing point here, and a vanishing point here. Because we've got a character who's on street level, but I want the camera angle to be like from down here looking up. So I'd have my character, I'll just hash in a person real quickly here. Like that. Okay, so we're underneath this character. We're looking up at this character, right? So I want a skyscraper, which means that, God, here we go. It's going to be smaller up top because it's so far away from us, right? But if the skyscraper is seen on the side, which we're going to make it be seen on the side from the 3/4 view, these lines are going to go. Everything on this side is going to go towards that vantage point. Everything on this side is going to go towards that vantage point, and it's going to get bigger as it comes down because it's vanishing towards that vanishing point, right? Which means that all the windows go towards that vanishing point. Now this is where I get real confused. I'm like, wait a minute, how come this is below eye level? Which is why I hate drawing in that style. There are a lot of Renaissance artists who are really good at this kind of stuff, and a lot of Renaissance art was just an excuse to play with perspective. Like, a lot of it. Like, Jesus is in a corner, like, this big, and the rest of it's, like, a building. And the artists are all like, I painted Jesus, that's what you hired me to paint. Notice the building. So, a lot of Renaissance art is like that. So, now I see what I've done, I've noticed my mistake. What it should be is that these vantage points should be way the freaking hell down here, probably past where he is. So that would make it an even more extreme angle than we were already looking at on that building. Am I confusing anybody?
No.
No? Okay, good. So that means that these will be much more extreme, blah, 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 lines for the windows, blah, blah, blah. Now, I don't like to have to play with this if I don't absolutely have to. And when I do, I use real-world examples. I will go online and look for buildings or go through my own pictures and be like, hey, that time I went to blah, blah, blah. What do buildings look like around there? And I'll pull up pictures of buildings. I'll reference real places, real things, right? It just saves time, and after a while, you learn to see. Now, if you wanted to do just a simple city background without having to worry about perspective and all kinds of goofy junk like that, I pop out and do the Disney gargoyles sort of thing. Bless you. Thank you. It's all like, okay, so here's character here's character 1 over here. Character 1 is all like, I'm talking to somebody off camera. And by the way, I think in terms of comic panel, so, you know, anyway, somebody's trying to talk to me, I'm like, I'm angsty, angst, notice my angst, so. I'm just drawing this character I'm used to drawing right now. Angst. Okay, so he's there. Now, let's say he's on the top of a building. Cool. I'm just going to draw the parapet of that building right there. Maybe have a few bits of gutter bit or whatnot come out there. Now, I've got all this background I need to fill with a cityscape. That sounds like work. I'm lazy. I'm going to draw the closest building and be like, okay, so here is the roof of... Don't move on. Here is the roof of the closest building. Okay, we've got a gutter thing going on there. Let's do that. Oh, let's say there's a drain pipe right here. I'm adding some detail to make it look like I give a damn. I really don't. Don't move on. Take that. All right, so there's a drain pipe. Concrete. Let's say there's a little sticky kind of thing. Little details make it look like you know what you're talking about. Not necessarily always the case, but that's okay. The bricks are here. Okay, cool. So we've established we've got foreground, we've got middle ground. We can do a second set of middle ground here and then background here. Now I love gargoyles because they would do the whole like silhouette Batman, the original animated series. Oh, such a big silhouette. Check that out. Buildings. And then you fill that in with like black. Awesome. And then you go back and you're like, more buildings back here. Look at all the buildings. It's just the silhouette of the buildings. You don't even like need to draw the whole thing. And then you go through and you're like, here's a window, here's a window, here's a window. And you don't actually draw on the windows. You go in with a yellow brush, right? Once this is all black, and you're all like, yellow.
I approve.
Ta! Building! Yay! So that's the easiest way in the whole wide world. And then for the rest of the background up here, you would either fill it in with your speech bubble, blah 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 blah. That's taking up a lot of space. And you're going to need, when you do comics, you need to think about where you're going to put that speech bubble. Because the worst thing in the world is having to sit there and be like, all you have is this part of the character, and you're like, oh shit. He needs to say like 20 words. I've got no space but this to put in it. Otherwise, the speech bubble is covering up half his head, it's covering up half of his neck, and you're left with like this much of the character showing. So think about leaving great big empty areas when you do a panel, because that way you can fill it in with speech bubbles. I find myself these days leaving too big a space because I've burned myself so many times in the past by not leaving enough space for enough speech bubble. So now it's like, wow, there's a lot of stuff in that background I haven't used. Okay, let's make up some more dialogue. So my characters are getting way more talky than they used to be now. If I wanted to use up more space, I could go cloud. It's like, ta-da, background. So is this answering your questions? Are we, yeah? Okay, cool. Reference real world. I've said that, I say it again. I've got folders and folders and folders and folders in my own computer that's like jungle scenes, deciduous forest scenes, pine trees, Rome, Egypt, Greece, Paris, London, Amsterdam, Germany, you know, just different places. And I'll sit there and just go through Google and find images.